Welcome to Peak Performance Leadership's Monday Leadership Minute, where I, Chief Leadership Officer Scott McCarthy, get you set up for your week with this quick, dirty, raw, to the point topic that either you, the audience, has asked me or something that's near and dear to my heart. And if you're looking for a bigger show, more in-depth show, don't worry, I have you covered with the big show on Wednesdays. And for anything else around our ecosystem, be sure to check out movingforwardleadership.com for all your leadership needs. And now, let's get your week started to rock with this week's Monday Leadership Minute. Yes, thanks for coming out. It is Scott McCarthy, your Chief Leadership Officer. It's so great to have you here this week. Now, I want to talk about something a little different, but still very much in line with what I talk about here at the Peak Performance Leadership Podcast / Moving Forward Leadership, which is my business ecosystem per se. And that is, if you follow me on social, or if you're part of our free Facebook group, which you can check out at movingforwardleadership.com/group if you're not there, part of the 2,100 now folks who are talking leadership and real things about leadership on a daily basis. So if you're not following me or you're not part of that group, then you would have missed out on some cool news. And if you haven't been listening to the show for a long time, you're not aware maybe that this is actually a side hustle for me. This is a side gig for the time being. By day, I'm actually a senior Canadian Army officer. And on Friday, I was promoted yet again to the rank of Lieutenant Colonel. So for all you Americans in the listening audience, that would be Lieutenant Colonel. We pronounce it a little different up here in Canada. But anyway, the moral story is this, that I got promoted to Lieutenant Colonel. And just reflecting back on my journey and looking at how I got to where I am today in comparison to where I was when I first started, some themes started popping out. And I want to share them with you briefly today. And this may go a little bit longer than the standard 5 minutes. So bear with me though, because it's all, good stuff for everyone. But when I was doing this reflection, and these themes popped out, I want to just, talk a bit about that. And one of the biggest things, I guess, that I want to talk about is the need for us to believe in ourselves as leaders. We have to believe in ourselves, probably even more so than anyone else out there. Because, end of the day, if we don't believe in ourselves, then people are going to see that and it's going to turn them off. So where does this come from? It comes from the fact that, I didn't always have great mentors through my career. I didn't have people to guide me and help me along. In fact, I often learned the most from people on how not to lead and the way not to act and stuff like this. And for quite some time, especially early in my career, I felt like no one believed in me. No one believed that I could be a great leader or I was worthy of the challenges. But you know what? I believed in myself. And really that's what matters, because then I went after those challenges. I grinded my teeth. I dug in and I went after them. And once they weren't coming anymore for whatever reason, then I started making my own and started seeking my own ways to challenge myself, to be better, to develop myself for the good of the organization. So that is probably one of the biggest themes that just came out of this reflection when I, took some time to just, think back when I got promoted. Another one is definitely, I believe, the need to remain humble. I was talking to my boss, and and a few other more senior folks than me, and they were talking about how, it's in the military, you get put in charge of your friends when you get promoted and you stay within the same unit, i.e., sub-organization, which is what's going to be my case. And there are people now that I was buds with Thursday. But now, I'm sir to them. So how do I deal with that, and how do I take care of that? But I think probably the biggest thing is I still need to remain humble in that, yes, I am a higher rank than them now, but at the same time, they know what they're doing. Just because I am now a rank higher than them doesn't mean that I know better than them. They still have their place. They are still specialists in their area. They are outstanding soldiers, officers, etc. It does not make me any better just because they're a major and I am now a lieutenant colonel. So these couple of things truly popped up and popped in. So what does this mean to you? It means to you that regardless of where you're at in your journey, so a lot of people who are just starting their journey, finding this show, and I tell you is that you need to believe in yourself. And believe in yourself and go after it, no matter what. No matter if everyone is saying you can't do things, don't listen to them, but go after it and believe in yourself. If you are, in the middle of your leadership journey or the latter stages of your leadership journey, i.e. more developed, more refined, understand, have that experience, then it's not just the humility part, but still believing in yourself that you are doing things for the right reasons, that you are there to help your people, help your organization. And of course, of all that, remain humble, folks. Remain humble. Ultimately, it's just a title. It's just a rank. It does not define you as a person. And your actions and your values are what define you as a person. So if you're not true to them, people will see it, and then they'll stop following you, regardless of what rank or title you hold. So those are my semi-rambling thoughts. I definitely had them, written out and stuff like this, but kind of free-flowed it today, ladies and gentlemen. But that is it for this week's Monday Leadership Minute. You can always check us out at movingforwardleadership.com. And as always, remember, lead, don't boss. Take care now.